Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Launches one deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
23.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And they send a man in motion. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, run!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throw reeled in by Thomas.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Lawrence throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, It can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And defenders are there to get him at the line. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have the 1st down and even more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs.
Right side.
Pacheco will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Reed now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And look at this return. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That's Thomas. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Caught by the open man. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Right side.
Pistol now for Mahomes. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yellow. Right side.
Another try following the sack. This one finds Kelsey. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Jaguars, well, they must be thinking pass here, huh? They're in the dime. Third down coming up. Here's Mahomes now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper.
The Jaguars take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. They connect on the deep shot. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take easy, route. 30 left. Here we go.
Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Rip, 23.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Running back, motioning right. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly, and that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Back to the air, Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Buy down these two. Buy down these two.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yellow. Right side.
It's Pacheco again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Right side.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Foye Oluwaseun with the pick. And the Jaguars get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, and now a chance to add to this lead.
They get 22 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, run.
From the red zone now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Wanted Rice, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got a man, it's Thomas. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, hey, hey. Settle.
Lawrence looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here we go.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Number 7, Brian Thomas. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So we hit the end of the third quarter.
The end of the
It's
third
Jaguars
quarter.
football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Hey, easy. Route.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. This throw is cupped. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. They did it! He made the interception! Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs have some new life in the fourth. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds his man Gray. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Pacheco, the ball carrier.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's Thomas, he's got it. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars stretch it to a 2-score game in the fourth. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Lawrence working from the gun. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the two-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a two-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Watch out.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. And the Jaguars take possession of the football. Jaguars feeling good with a 14-point advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Hardman with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Side.
Mahomes trying again after the pick. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many